Have you ever been asked out on a date by someone that you are interested in, however, you weren't available? What do you do? Hello, I'm Stephanie Michelle, and this is actually a scenario that one of my clients recently went through, and we came up with a pretty solid game plan, so I'm going to share this with you. So here is how you tactfully turn down a date when you are not available, but you are still interested in the person. Here is how you leave the door of possibility open. Step number 1, thank you and validate their idea. If you want more invites in the future, then let them know that you like their idea and that you appreciate the invitation. Step 2, explain that you can't go because, for example, share that you have a pre-existing plans. This shows that you actually honor your commitments. Step 3, say that you still want to see them and essentially provide reassurance. This is to let them know that you're not dismissing them, that you're still interested, you still like them, that even though you're saying no to the plan, you're not saying no to them as a date. Step 4, propose 1 or 2 other date ideas and times, and maybe a fun activity. This ensures that the person that you're interacting with doesn't feel brushed off, where you are not only following up with a time and a date, but another activity. This makes it so much easier to make a plan. Here are some common mistakes, particularly in texting communications, that can keep you from going out with someone when you actually are both interested. For example, if you say something like, hey, thanks for the invite, but I have other plans. The end. The person receiving that text may believe that you're just being polite and that you are not interested in them, and maybe you don't actually have other plans, that you would actually rather be doing anything other than hanging out with them. It also shows that you're leaving your next meeting to chance when you don't take that initiative to provide those next steps that can be taken. Other mistakes include not validating the idea. Let's say if someone is really excited, they found this cool event and they're really excited to invite you to it, and you ignore the cool idea, then guess what? You might not get many cool invitations in the future. So let's go ahead and validate that idea. And another mistake is not giving a reason why you can't go. This is an opportunity for building trust and rapport, and perhaps letting this person know about your other interpersonal relationships to deepen your own intimacy and knowledge into one another's lives. So essentially what we would like to get at here is not sounding like we're putting forth a nicety, like, oh, thanks, but no thanks, bye, later, or never. We're trying to make it clear that, hey, again, we'll go through those 4 steps. Thank you, that's a great idea. 2, I can't go because I'm hanging out with my cousins and we're going to have a picnic. 3, confirm that you still want to see them and reassure. Otherwise, I would be there. 4, propose a couple other times that'll work in an activity. Hey, how about next Saturday at 7 p.m. instead? There's a concert happening at this venue. It's pretty cool. Typically, there's at least one that maybe you haven't been doing. And this can be a real light bulb moment when it comes to ensuring that you go from that first date to the second date to the third, and so on. So I'd like to hear from you what your takeaway was. Until next time.
I would love to invite you to a clarity session with me to find out if working one-on-one is your best next step. If you are ready to up-level your confidence, diminish social anxiety, build authentic, deep connections, and rise into the level of leadership that you are destined to rise into, then let's activate that. you can go over to thestephaniemichelle.com/coaching.